Alright, so I am starting a YouTube channel, and I decided that I wanted to do some Pokemon TCG online stuff, because there wasn't a whole lot of that, and personally, I think it's pretty cool. So I decided I'm going to open some packs, because opening packs is the best part of any TCG. First episode, I'm going to open 2, probably do like 1 before each episode or something like that later. But for now, I'm just going to open 2 packs, and let's see what we get. Open in the pack, open in the pack. Okay, we got Temple, Litwick, Frillish, Dynamo, Axew, it's pretty sweet, I like him. Petlil, foil, but whatever. Conkeldurr, Vanillish, Garbodor, and Emolga. So, pretty cool stuff. Don't really play fighting, so that's useless. I do play water sometimes, but he's pretty useless without third form. I might end up getting first form of him, but he's still pretty useless without third form. And he's just kind of damn useless. So yeah, let's open another to see if we get something better. Okay. Gonna have to say maybe? Petlil again. Blitzle. Fungus. Pawniard. Trubbish. Electric. Alright, he's actually pretty good. He has a pretty solid ability. Landorus. I have a Tornadus from Emerging Powers, so that's pretty cool. I think he might be a little better, especially since I don't play Fighting Ground Rock. It's like 9 different types in the trading card game, so whatever. This guy's okay. X-Transceiver. Flip a coins. If heads, search your deck for a supporter card. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Alright, I like that. Supporter cards are nice. And a Fracture. Alright, that works pretty well. I'm liking that. Alright, so here we are at the deck editor. For those of you unfamiliar with the Pokemon trading card game, it is a collectible trading card game based off of Pokemon. Bet you could not have guessed that. For those of you unfamiliar with the online version, it's basically online. It's only been going on for a couple of sets now, so I mean there are no really old cards going around. Basically, you start off with a basic yellow deck of electric types. Most of them are here. Some other guys I picked up along the way. So basically, before those 2 packs I just opened up, there were 2. I had opened up a Call of Legends pack and 4 Emerging Powers packs, I think. So, I've picked up some cards since then. And if you don't want to buy cards, they give you a basic yellow deck. And then there are 3 single-player campaigns. One that have a red deck, a blue deck, and a green deck. When you complete them, you unlock the deck in multiplayer. And I have done that with blue and red. I think I will be building this deck out of blue and yellow, because that's cool. I think my favorite card in it is gonna be Audino. Wish I had more than 1, but I only have 1. So it has 90 HP, it's a basic, and it has Powerful Slap, which is you flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon, and it does 40 damage for the number of heads. So basically, it doesn't have a limit, so it can go infinite, which is great for like revenge killing if they end up with a really powerful stage 2 or legendary. So he's the powerhouse. Also for 3 damage or 3 energy, he heals 50 damage from one of your Pokemon, which can be him. So basically, he can do a lot of damage if you charge him up, and he can heal. So basically, favorite card in the deck. Only have one, even though it's only an uncommon. So he's good. I also have Tornadus, who he's legendary and he's all shiny and stuff, so that's pretty neat. He has Energy Wheel for one colorless. Move an energy from one of your benched Pokemon to him. So if I have a guy who has some energy and then ends up really weak and I want to get some energy off him so they're not just sitting useless, I can do that. Or his only attack requires 3 energy, so if I'm forced to send him out before he's fully charged, I can use Energy Wheel to charge him quicker. And that does 80 damage and moves 1 energy from him to a benched Pokemon. So, he's not excellent, but I've seen worse. So basically, those are some colorless cards. I have some more colorless cards up here. I think I will put in a Cleffa, because if you end up with a Cleffa as a lead, it's not bad at all. I should actually probably show you that one. So it's Pokebody, Sweet Sleeping Face. All baby Pokemon have this. As long as it's asleep, prevent any damage done to it. And then for 0 mana, it has Eek, which shuffles your hand into your deck and you draw 6 cards. Basically a Professor Oak's new theory. And then it's asleep. So you can do that, and then it can't take damage. There's a chance it wakes up on their turn and then dies. It only has 30 health, so it's pretty snipeable. But for early game, getting a better hand, and also you can use it as a wall while you charge another guy, as long as you're lucky on the sleep, and that is not bad at all. And then I also want to do blue. Audino, Tornadus, they all require solid amounts of energy. So Blastoise is pretty good at getting energy out. His Pokepower, as often as you like during your turn before your attack. You may move a water energy attached to one of your benched Pokemon to your active Pokemon. This cannot be used if he is affected by a special condition. So this is basically just good at moving things around. Forgot to show you Lantern. Confuse Ray for 1 yellow, and that does 20 damage, and flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon's confused. Pretty good. That's not really what he's here for. But for 3 energy, one of which being yellow, he can do 60, and then he moves an energy from him to a benched Pokemon. So there's that going on again. So if I'm using a Blastoise, I'm obviously going to want some Wartortle, just because I do, and some Squirtle, because that's how Pokemon work. In addition to them, I have... The blue deck came with that whole evolutionary chain. It also came with Totodile through Feraligatr. Totodile is a pretty awesome Pokemon, but I don't think he's getting in the deck. Basculin, I like him. I picked him up in an Emerging Powers. Flail, 10 damage times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. Final Gambit, 3, one of which being yellow, 80. Except I have to flip 2 coins, and if they're both tails, he does 80 to himself, which he has 80 health, so he dies. But it's a small chance. Similar to Basculin, slightly more awesome and way worse. I've got my shiny Kyogre from, I believe, Call of Legends. He takes 4 blue just to attack. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 40 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon, including benched ones, so I can just wipe his team pretty easily. And if tails, it does that to all of my Pokemon. So it's like, basically flip a coin, you win the game, you lose the game. Pretty rough. A 50% chance running off of 4 specific energies. Pretty bad card. But whatever, it's a shiny Kyogre, so deal with it. Looking at this, I have 15 Pokemon, so I should probably throw in a couple more So, do I have any other good blue ones? I also got the Horsey through Kingdra Chain. Used them before, but I don't feel like using them in this deck. So yeah, let's go with, what do I have in yellow? I have Mareep Chain through the Ampharos. Acceleration Bolt. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to one of your Pokemon. I can deal with that. So obviously I'm going to want to put in his line. So yeah, 24 guys there. That is a good amount of Pokemon. So on to trainers. What items do I have? I have 4 potions, clearly. Potions heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon, just a great effect. X-Transceiver, picked that up in the pack as you remember. I'm not sure how many other trainer cards I'm putting in here, so I might come back and put that in. Great Ball, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, just take a Pokemon out of there and put it in your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. Pretty nice card. Yep. Let's see. What is this? Energy Returner. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Energy cards out of my discard into my deck. Sounds like a plan. Switch. This is pretty good because this deck lets me, if I have a guy getting weak but has energies on him, I can switch him back onto the bench and use some other ability to get the energy off him. Not as much as I'd like to if I had an energy switch or something, but I don't. I really do not have a very large collection, so we're just going to have to deal with it. Interviewers' questions, I can pull energy out of my deck. Energy's really good. I mean, that's all there is to it. Especially in this deck, because Tornadus and Lantern both lose energy as they attack. Audino can have up to infinite energy, and Kyogre requires 4 just to do anything at all. Let's do that. Bill, see, I'm at 36. I'll put in 2 bills. He draws 2 cards. Pretty basic ability, but it's solid. Let's see, Fisherman, basically an energy returner, except they go to my hand instead of my deck, so he's just slightly better. Oh god, I'm trying to think. If this was... See, so after that, there's Engineer's Adjustments. I'll put 2 of those in. Discard an energy card from your hand and draw 4 cards. Energy in this deck's going to try, I'm hoping, to be fairly easy to get. I've got 3 things that pull it out of the discard pile, and 1 card that just lets me pull it out of my deck, as well as both, or actually no, only Ampharos accelerates it, but still that just makes it so I don't need it in my hand as much if I have him. There's definitely better cards out there, I just don't have them. Professor Elm's training method, search your deck for an evolution card, show it to your opponent, put it in your hand, shuffle afterwards. Let's do that just to help me if I need to get out an Ampharos or Blastoise or Lantern. So I'll do 2 of those. 44 cards, energy. It'll just fill me with whatever energy I need between my blues and my yellows. So that's 9 and 7. Ideally, I might want more energy than that, but between the way that energy can just flow between my cards in this deck, I'm sure anyone who's actually good at this game and actually has cards is laughing at that last remark, but whatever. I mean, it's better than some people. And then also between 2 Fishermen, an Energy Returner, and then 4 Interviewers' Questions. Yeah, that should be good. So I'll save this deck. got a lot of decks, but Let's see, new deck box. I mean, all those decks are like fire, lightning, water, fire again. So, yeah, I'll save over a blank one. Those are all, yeah, this one would be lightning, water 6. I'm renaming this one Energy Flow. It's lightning, water, which I'm just going to call that one Lantern also. Energy Flow Lantern Armageddon, because I can name it. I can't. Alright. Energy Flow Lanturna. And then if I toggle through here, I can select what the deck box looks like. I'm just going to close my eyes and keep clicking, and then I'll just go with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'll go with that one. So it's saved.